Yo, what's good? What's good, yo? You guys hear me? It's been a minute since I've been on here. For some reason, the mic is picking up hella noise recently. Not sure why, but anyway. A few trades taken today during Asia session on ES and NQ. I'll go over a quick recap on reason why I took both of these real quick on here. If anyone is actually active. I think usually we get a lot less people during Asia session streams, but yeah, we'll see what's going on. My mic is at 100%, that's why. Okay, now it's at 80. Should be good now. Okay, should sound better now. Let's see. If you guys are coming from Discord, you already know where to go. If you're not coming from Discord, there is the link. I think what's it called? I think Stream Elements is not in here. Let's see. I've also been trying to figure out CapCut for y'all, so I can post more like short form content. Oh, it seems like Streamouts is in here. That's weird. Joined a little bit late, I guess, the bot. Come on, man. Notification gang, nice to see a love, bro. Nice, man. Yeah, just showing you guys the trades so far I've taken. I'll go over a quick recap real quick. We have 3 people watching. But yeah, we got Smith that joined the Discord. What's up, Smith? I'm gonna ping everyone else in the server so everyone else can see the stream, but I blew both my fundeds tonight. It was so bullish. Bro, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? There's no way you should be blowing fundeds, any funded account, to be honest, within a single trading session. These were 2 trades taken so far. I did take also another one, but it's not my typical setup, so I don't really like to promote it. It was just a continuation to the downside. But we'll go over real quick here, reason behind these trades real quick. I've been looking more into NQ because, you know, I know a lot of you guys trade NQ, so I figured might as well try it out for a bit, and but nonetheless, I'm still more comfortable with ES. What's up, bro? It's about to close the apps and go to sleep. What's up, man? You can go to sleep if you want. I'm just chilling here for a bit. It won't be a long stream. Hell yeah, man. What's up, Sebastian? Seems like you were more active now, Sebastian, trading. No? I think I've seen you you're definitely sending charts a lot more often now in the course chat. So you're doing pretty good. Yesterday you said you're up just 1 reward. Today you're up, or today earlier you up 3. Not bad, not bad. Again, if you guys want to get the course, there's a link. I think you can click on that if you want to join the private trading Discord chat with everybody else. And gas is the course content to learn everything. We got a lot of people getting payouts now. I've been getting DMs, getting people sending in their emails of getting payouts also publicly to Discord just as motivation for you guys. So It is good to see, man. Getting people paid, bro. A small investment for a lifetime skill that you can just pay yourself with. And I'm gonna go over also. Whoa, what was that screen tear? Also reason as to like why I took a short here instead of longs. Bro, I was up 5K and lost it all in one day. Dude, that's rough, man. If you're on a funded account, then yeah, 5K is a solid amount. You probably, depending on the size of the account, that's really like a max payout request. There's no reason to keep trading. Unless you're copy trading across like 30 plus accounts and you made 5K, I guess it's not that much. But I don't know. Are you sure it was because of emotions that you lost today, not because of technical error? You said it was so bullish today. That makes it, from my perspective, it just makes it sound like you're just counter trending. You're shorting. So if you're just shorting today, earlier, then I mean, that's not really an emotional mistake. That's a technical mistake. Oh, I also sent the Discord chat by the way for you guys that are not in the Discord yet. Alright, there's a free Discord for y'all. In terms of setups here, I think the next setup would be quite far from here. I'm looking at price potentially going. Let me delete this line real quick. I'm seeing price potentially going back down here, to be honest. We do have a good amount of downside for sure right now. And the reason why is because we took out previous day high. We got close to taking out Asia session or London session high here on the left. But this is what I was seeing later. Look, and excuse my voice, but you know, I'm just sick, so don't have the most energy to talk. Here is the 1 hour. This is what I was seeing on NQ. Alright, we had a 1 hour here. We had a 1 hour PY right above previous day high, aka I knew as soon as we get there on NQ, ES should follow along and go short. That's why I took shorts. So to me, this wasn't a bad counter trend setup at all. This is actually a pretty good counter trend setup here for the 3 sword here. Now, yes, I didn't hold it, even though I was anticipating this demand to not hold, just because we hit a very strong supply on NQ. Like, look at this. This is the last origin before this entire massive down move. What makes you think it's not gonna make at least a solid size move, right? I mean, even like a PY, if going different time frame here. Even the 30-minute supply here made this big of a move on the 30-minute. That's a pretty big move on a 1 minute time frame. And so, you know, this is a very good counter trend here. So I'm sure some of you guys probably some of you guys probably were questioning, like, you know, why I took a short here. Well, it's because we have tons of confluence, previous day high taken. We have 2 breaks of structure, 1, 2 already using my rules. The main thing really is tapping into this 1 hour supply on NQ. So once we tapped into this 1 hour supply, I was very confident taking shorts, and that's how I basically caught my shorts here. And the entry model is very simple. It's just using my entry model I teach you guys within the course modules. That's basically it. I'm not going to go too much into it. I don't want to leak everything here for free. But for those that are in the group, you guys know how I took this trade here. Straightforward 3.6, and this is a 3.25 risk reward trade. And this is off another one of my setups. Let's see. Let's go with the indicator settings here. I think I have to increase this number a bit. But you can see that's why we're getting such a massive dump, and hence why I did not. As you see, the indicator gave me the entry right here with the IFVG. The indicator gave me that entry model. So I was just waiting for my PY to get hit. That I was looking at this flip and discount. This is a very good flip because this is a perfect example of supply that turned into demand. So some of you guys trade break and retest. You can call this a break and retest perfectly in this case if you want. I like to trade zones, not just like levels. But basically, the gist here is this demand basically broke this past supply, and now it's going to add this demand. It's a very good flip here. And another thing you can look at, and why was I anticipating this to go higher instead of price all the way back down here? Number one rule, I tell you guys all the time, but when PYs are too far away and price really has a very clear draw on liquidity, in this case to the upside, weak highs, there's no reason for price to come all the way back down here to then go higher, make that new high. Also because of the delivery here. If this delivered very quickly down here, I'm okay with taking longs here, but look at the delivery here. This is about like an hour and 20 minutes of consolidation, all right? On NQ, it looked even more clear. So when we have something like this, where it's a ton of consolidation, that's a lot of liquidity for price to build up. Like we have tons of sweep, and we had an extra internal sweep. Technically 2 internal sweeps here, since this low never made a new high. So when we have a lot of consolidation like this, it builds up liquidity for us to go higher. And I think I forgot to change the title of the stream. Whoops. Okay. I'm gonna put this under trade recaps. This stream won't be a long one, guys. It'll probably be 30 minutes ish. I'm not gonna keep y'all here for too long. Unless I get another setup potentially maybe. But ES is, there's no other PY ES is hitting right now. NQ is hitting a PY right below. ES is not. I think it might be the 30 minute. No? 1 hour? Nope. It might be something weird like the 45. Okay, so nothing here for me really, to be honest. Sure, you can take scalps to upside if you want, but it's not as clear of a setup as these other two. So after this, you guys already know, take a flip, PY, entry model, easy through sword here to the upside, target, weak high. Knowing that, well, we got an alert for gold because we have this 1 hour supply right above. So obviously I don't want to have my TP set too far, knowing that we have 1 hour supply on NQ. We don't have 1 hour supply on ES. We're in 1 hour supply on ES, but nothing on NQ. And then you just take the short here for 3 sword. Missed out on half, but it's all good. And then here's one setup that I did not mark on my chart that I did take, but it's not really something I teach you guys to take, just because I want you guys to focus on the main setup. But this one is just an internal continuation here. I basically just had a limit order here and covered this PY, the extra tick, and then I just targeted the lows. So it's an extra like 2.5 risk reward. Just purely limit order, no need to wait for any type of reaction or confirmation, because we tend to get these like internal change of character candle break fake outs like this. Break, fake out, sweep, and then another break. I don't want to take multiple entries to try to get this set up here. So limit orders are fine with this, as long as you cover enough structure. This is a situation where I believe price did not go back to premium, as you can see, right? This is just called what I call a manipulation leg, a fake reaction, because I know once I see an entry model, people are longing here. But I'm not interested in longing here anymore after we hit that 1 hour supply. You got to understand that price is not going to keep going in the same direction. I say it's emotional because I was trying to revenge trade after I took that L from me losing simply 1.2k. Okay. You're already up 5k, man. That's like 2.5. Oh, you're on funny ticks. I don't know about funny ticks rule, to be honest. And my high time frame was bearish. It was bearish. Well, the thing is, it depends when your bias was bearish. If your bias shifted bearish when mine shifted bearish because of this 1 hour supply, yeah, that's fine. If you're like trying to stay bearish before we took out this high, it's not really good unless you're scalping, which is fine. A lot of people say August is quite difficult to trade. The main thing is this: it's just a slower month. Price tends to deliver more slower, but to be fair, it's definitely not as like slow as May. Because May was for sure like one of the slowest I've ever seen. I mean, you can see we still get some nice moves. I think it was yesterday or the day before that there was just basically a ton of risk reward. I think it was this day, Tuesday. Just longs to the upside, shorts to the downside. I mean, both sides worked. Liquidity sweep after liquidity sweep. Like the move you caught was something I was waiting for like hours ago that I kept aiming for because I kept wanting to make that money back. Ah, I see. Okay, then yeah, you were just revenge trading, man. That sucks, man. But it's a lesson learned if you it's really just discipline, to be honest. I mean, I still make some mistakes sometimes where I'll try to like re-enter a setup that I know I shouldn't be re-entering, even though I get confirmation. That happens to me at times. But at this stage, I've already done enough data collecting, knowing that every time I do that, it's self-sabotage, and I'll lose money. Our times are our times were different. I thought we tapped it around 4. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure then because I'm in EST or UTC4. Can you look at gold? It just took liquidity, tapped into POI. Which POI are you talking about? I see a 4 hour here, which the indicator is marking out there. There's your inducement, and then there's a 1 hour right here. And then there's, let's see. Oh. Just gotta be careful at times. When we have huge, I joined the WAP group. We have like huge ranges that are displacing. You know, I talk about impulse deliveries as being very good, right? If there's a lot of momentum going to our zone, it's actually very good for impulse model. But again, this only applies if it's a small range. If it's a big range, that's a different story because this would be an impulse on like the 4 hour. And so like if you were to enter this in the 4 hour, I mean it'll be up here. So it's not really the same. But you could try This isn't a bad setup, I'd say. A better one would be if we go for this 4 hour. It's just a huge gap. Let's see if we look to the left. We did also take out, we made a new all-time high. What's crazy is I don't have the chart on my trade on my chart anymore drawn up, so I can have my chart move smoother for y'all. But I had a long, I think it was from last night or 2 days ago, and I was targeting. I was on goal targeting like a high, but it didn't hold all the way to a new all-time high, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been a banger trade. I joined the WAP group. You joined the course? Or you mean you joined the Discord? Again, if you guys are new here, make sure to leave a like on the stream. But I mean, basically went over just the main good setups I saw today. These two, like short, longs, you can work out here. Is this on ES? I don't think you can. Let me just wait. Never mind, I just missed it. There is a PY here on ES below. Technically, you could take. Yeah, you definitely can take this. Never mind, I didn't see this earlier. My indicator had it before, I think, but it deletes it when it gets mitigated. So there is another PY here that you can long from. But I'd be a bit more cautious just because of the fact that this is a massive supply zone. Like, yes, this high is going to get ran at through at some point. But usually we like to take or manipulate first. Which you can consider this manipulation here, actually, right here. We got, let's see, we got, oh my gosh, I almost said the wrong name, bro. We got Nazo in the chat, in the Discord server. We got Smith. Anything can be done 33. Are you Nazo or Smith? He said both. I don't think you're in the course, Nazo. I think you're just in the free Discord server. The course is the paid course, by when I say course. There's a free beginners course that I made. I think it's like 20 hours long. But it just goes over the basics of trading. I mean, if you guys have been trading for quite some time, I'd recommend you just skip the beginners course. Don't waste your time there, and just go for the advanced 100 sword course, because that's where I teach my strategy. But beginner is for those that are like basically 0 months into trading, or maybe only just a few months. But some people you might get confused between beginners, the beginner one, and the advanced one. So that's why I recommend, I mean, if you already have some months of experience trading, you already know the basics, just go for the advanced course. We have a few spots left for the course, which includes the private trading journal, the course content. There's like 4 sections within the 100 sword course. Hold on, let me look at my trade real quick. But yeah, there's 4 sections. There's a technical section going through my strategy. There's a psychological section going through like understand probabilities and sequence and like the right mindset to have and different practices you can implement into your trade routine to help you with psychology. Because of course psychology is important. I know I talk about how it's not important at all, but it's still important. But you have to make sure like you know what you're doing first from a chart perspective before you even think about psychology. Because without an edge, I mean, psychology is it's meaningless. Doesn't mean anything. That's why I make sure all you guys, whether you're in a course or not, if you're just watching here as a subscriber, that you guys back test. You know, I make all my members back test, and so far from all the back tests of all students, we'd have a lot of people showing profitable back testing. Most people, their stats, you guys can probably look in the server if you're in the free Discord server. If you're not in there already, click on this link to join the Discord server. But if you can probably control F to chat or check the pin message. I think I have it in there. But essentially, most people with my strategy, they achieve a 50% at 3-year sword. Some people achieve that within only 1 or 2 weeks after learning everything. But some people take longer. It just depends on how much time you have really to dedicate to this. And it's okay to, you know, be on the slower end of things. You just don't want to rush the process, you know? Oh, no shot. I think Stream Elements disappeared. Oh, never mind. It's glitching for me. But yeah, we in the course we have a few spots left for people that want to join at the current discounted price. There's also a private chat, trading ideas chat that I talk and post often in for those who are in the course. So I've been adding a lot of value to the course while maintaining like an affordable price for everyone here. As much as I can. Again, I can only go so low in terms of pricing before it's like giving away free money. And for mentorship, I think I believe it should be closed. Pretty certain it's closed. Yeah, there's no spots left for the mentorship. You can fill out the form if you want to wait in line for the one-on-one, but in terms of like being able to pay, you're not gonna be able to pay right now through the WAP, just because we're out of stock here. Every spot is filled up for the one-on-one right currently, and I try to keep it like to like usually 5 or less students at a time. So not accepting any current payments for mentorship, but if you're interested in learning self-paced with a good community, you can check out the course. That's where I got my bad habits from backtesting on FX replay, because I'll lose twice, then go again, and then I kind of apply to my actual trading. I think my trades range from, 20 to 42 trades a day is a lot. Even back then when I was trading the seconds for a period of time, still a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But this is I believe this is the trade Sebastian was talking about longing from. Took out inducement. This also pre-stay low. Inducement. We have a 1 hour flip, right? Again, same situation here, right? Supply broke, turned into demand. Come back, retest it. And now we have a good reaction to the upside for anyone that took this. The setup here is just like I said, if you want to consider this as your range here and just want to trade this range, this would be your impulse model entry right here. And you trade this range. You either TP here, or if you think it can go higher, you can TP further. I probably wouldn't do like a crazy TP like this unless you're down to just swing this trade overnight. Sometimes we can get manipulation, but we should be enough. We have manipulation here already and here too. But then sometimes price can also do something where it does something like this, where you maybe don't want to hold a trade for that long. But yeah, we got definitely a lot more people getting payouts now and seeing progress for sure. So I'm very excited to see that. We got one of the mentorship students. If you guys checked the Discord, I pinned his name in the chat too. He said he got his first ever payout this past week. You know, just love to see stuff like that, man. His first ever payout after struggling for years. But again, you know, one payout is just one payout. It's for sure an achievement, especially if it's your first time ever taking a payout. It must be a pretty solid feeling, but you want to get to the point where you like break even at least from your previous trading losses in terms of P&L. That's the main goal in the beginning, and anything after that is just like child's play. It's just like what's the right word? I'm trying to think of the right word for this, so it doesn't sound weird, but it's just like extra money on the side. Like you're basically above break even at that point. All right, if no one has any other questions today, I'm gonna hop off here on stream again. It's just gonna be a quick little stream. Just want to check in on how you guys are doing. We have people getting payouts, people getting funded. Funding is easy though. I know that sounds little like condescending is not the right word. Sounds like belittling, since I think statistically only 25%, I believe, of people even pass just phase 1. That's from what I can remember back in the Forex days. But, you know, passing accounts means nothing. It's only when you get payouts and get at least above break even, to me personally, that actually means something. Because I remember the first time when I went to break even, after taking payouts and such. It's a great feeling because you feel like you basically paid your market tuition, but not only that, it's like taking a loan, like the money you lose before back then when you don't know what you're doing. When you come back to break even, like net total, it's kind of like taking a loan, but then getting your loans forgiven. That's like my perfect way of describing it, essentially. Like getting back to net break even after, like, you know, most people lose probably the first few months, whatever. Some people for several years. Like, you know, I have a few people that reach out to me due to mentorship. Even some in the course been losing money for, let's see, some of you guys 3 years, some of you guys 5 years. Won't mention specific names, but some of you guys have been losing and finally gotten some payouts. You know, it's just really about taking action. Because until you take action or change how you're trading, nothing's going to change. Your P&L is not going to change. Fix your mind, but then I feel like once you fix your mind, it's still like an issue with the strategy. You got to be able to fix both. Fixing both is important. You can't basically do trading without one or the other. It would be great, you know, if we just had trading algorithms that could trade it perfectly to a tick or to the T. You don't need to worry about psychology anymore, but unfortunately, it's very hard. It's very difficult to code everything. Like, for example, the algo I have coded up, it's profitable, but because of latency issues, it's near break even. With big enough position size, it's negative. I've tested it so far, hence why I'm still manual trading. And the reason why is because there's a lot of things I haven't coded into the algorithm yet that I find extremely difficult to code. And so, whether that's a lack of tools and development from PineScript, because that's the coding programming language, native language used by TradingView, whether it's because of that or lack of sophistication from that. Point is, it's extremely difficult. It's not easy. I'd argue trading manually is going to be easier than that. Figuring out a solution to that. That's what I'm saying. If you're holding your gold longs from this zone, here's your inducement. Did not get taken out yet, so you still hold for inducement. Or if you just want to TP at this as a zone, feel free to. But this says, again, like I said, to me, mechanical definition of inducement here. So I'm expecting gold to take out these highs. If it wants to go lower, it'll take out these highs and then go lower. Otherwise, it should just run them. But yeah, it's the same thing, you know, going net break even from trading. It's like taking out loans and getting them forgiven. It's a great feeling because after that, it's just profits all the way. Because you're going to be in the net green. I think a lot of you guys are probably struggling psychologically also because you're net red. And I feel that, you know. That's how it was for me. But once you get past that mental and technical barrier, the world is basically yours, man. Trading is legal robbery. You know, people that can master both psychology and execution and the technicals, you can maintain a good edge over the long run in different conditions. You're just basically taking money away from people that don't have both. There's some people that have a good strategy but bad discipline. There's some people that have bad discipline but good strategy. Or some people that have good discipline but a break even or bad strategy. You have to reverse engineer a bad strategy to make it profitable. Sometimes you can't even reverse engineer it if it's near break even. So if you have a very bad strategy, you can reverse engineer to just make it profitable, but it has to be somewhat, mechanical aspects to it. Because if it doesn't, I don't think you can reverse engineer it, to be honest. There it is, gold took out inducement. Honestly, if I was to take this trade, I wouldn't have caught it unless I took the impulse model, because it did not mitigate my indicator here, the block it drew. It missed it. Again, like I said earlier, I'm waiting for gold and or both, preferably, to mitigate. We might even hold on, because this is a very high time frame supply that caused this massive move. Above it is just pure imbalance. Like, once we do a mitigation cycle here, whether we hold this demand or we take out liquidity and then go higher, we're gonna have a lot of upside. I think next week, I'm almost certain we're gonna have a bullish market. That's what it's looking like to me right now. The reason why is because I mentioned this actually before, but we're still holding this low here. All right. And not only that, but they go is this low. We swept this low, had a nice reaction to it. Did we might have even SMT'd at that low. Can't remember which asset I was looking at. It was one of these two. On the higher time frame, it was very clear signs of bullish. I think it was ES. So on ES, I mean, it's very straightforward. We have a 4-hour demand that we mitigated here. Like, ES obviously looks a lot more cleaner than NQ here, because NQ took out this low here. ES did not. So ES is stronger than NQ in this sense here. This should be the same low, 20th. Yeah, same exact lows. Yeah. So I can mark this on my chart so you guys understand. This is a SMT. If you don't know what an SMT is, it's just a SMC way of saying divergence. One asset puts in a lower high or lower low, the other one does not. And you always trade, almost always, unless some other reasons, unless you have a favorite like me. I usually kind of just like trade ES, to be honest. Then you just trade ES. But essentially, usually you take the one that's in your favor. So if you're looking for longs, take it on the asset that did not take out the low, because it's bound. The reason why logically is because it's going to be closer likely to the next high. So like for example on ES, it's very clear we're bullish here. This low made that new high. We have multiple breaks to the upside. We're going for soon to be potential all-time highs again. Usually, in terms from a fundamental perspective, during this period of the year, assets tend to be weaker. The market tends to be weaker during like this time of the year. Usually around like August to November. So we could potentially see also a bear market, but just from a technical standpoint, no fundamentals involved, it's bullish. And if we did want to go bearish on a higher time frame, what would happen here is we would have to hold the supply here and then go lower. And if we do go lower, we could see this low getting taken out to the by minimum, taking out that low, maybe going for this demand here. I don't think we'll go this far below because it's kind of far POI. We have so much liquidity before that. Something along the lines of this. If we do actually get a bear market, like a temporary bear market, usually because of seasonality, this is what's bound to happen. But if we don't, it's just gonna go for new all-time highs for like right here. But I am gonna lean towards bullish just because I'm just gonna follow the trend. I think a lot of you guys should also just do that too. You know, some of you guys may even come up to be like, yo, why do I keep losing? You're timing the market wrong, or I mean, it could be psychological too, but from a technical standpoint, you're timing the market wrong. Your direction is just, you're counter trending. And you need to know when to trade with the trend, when to not trade with the trend. What I mean by not trade with the trend, I mean like if we hit something like I said here, 1 hour supply this strong, previous day high taken out, you don't really, not a fan of taking this because then I go to the higher time frame and I do my 50%. We could even potentially come back to take that low. But worst case scenario, if you just use like the 15-minute structure here, it's a 5-minute. I think it was 5 minutes. Looks more clear here. It would just be something like this where, you know, you longing up here on the 5-minute looks dumb because you're longing in premium, not discount. You want to be longing down here in discount, which is where we're currently at, because I think ES hit the 1 hour. It did. I might take this here, but NQ did not mitigate the 1 hour yet. But we did a 5-minute inducement that got taken out. Preferably ES holds here and then NQ mitigates, because as of right now, this would be inducement for this below. If you're trailing inducement, this would be your inducement. I might just risk it here, to be honest. We'll see. All right, guys, this is just trade idea here. This is a potential area I was looking at previously. See if we can go long here. It's up to you if you want to take this. This is probably gonna be my last setup before I head out to bed. Otherwise, if this fails, we do have PYs below or liquidity sweep. Alright, guys, I'm gonna head out here, gang. If you guys want to see me ask any questions, there's the free Discord server down below. If you want education and learn from me, and check out the private trading chat and all that, the trading journal, everything. There's a link to the course and everything. You guys should already have a link to that. So yeah, see you guys, man. We'll see what happens with this trade. I'll update you guys in the Discord. If we hit TP, I'm gonna have my TP. And this is how, here's a quick example before I leave stream. This is how I'll journal, for example. I don't journal anymore. There's no need for me to, but this is how I would journal if I were you. If you take a loss here, in your journal, you just write something like 1 hour got hit on ES, but did not wait for NQ to hit 1 hour. NQ didn't hit a 30-minute or anything, to be honest. It basically just took out, no, I think it just mitigated this. Unless it mitigated this first time, I can't really tell, hard to say. But basically just mitigate that. My target, based on my price of delivering, I'll probably just target. You can target wherever you want. I want you guys to be independent and decide where you want to TP and such. There's gold reacting after you took out inducement, which makes sense. If you believe this is the 1 hour expansion and NQ is just going to fake out the PY. Again, I don't trade NQ enough to understand how it moves properly and how often fake outs like that happen on NQ, but if you believe, I mean, this is the expansion, you could hold to continue higher. We do have a gap right above, not intermediately, but we do have a gap right above at some point. When you starting the hedge fund so you can hire me? I think if I started a hedge fund, I'll probably be private already by now. Definitely won't be doing like investor capital stuff though. If you guys heard about what happened to Don Vo, yeah, you can read into all that. I'm not gonna go too much into it. I think I have a video on it, but yeah, it's not something I'm definitely not something I would ever do. Take fans or subscribers' money and trade everyone's money together. Nah, not something I like to do. It's not that it's a risk. Well, for sure, there's some legal things behind it I have to deal with first, but ultimately, it's just I'd rather just trade my own money. I might just go for a ball out trade here just because I'm already up. This is hit 30 minutes. Yeah, it did. I'm already up, honestly, on the session, so I don't mind just, balling out here. Took out liquidity here. Got a fake out here. It's not too bad. If you're longing on gold, you can maybe see and wait if gold wants to go down there or stop on resist and then that's something like that. But that's basically my outlook, man, on these setups here. Just some potential trade ideas and direction for you guys if you guys want to take anything. Otherwise, chill and just wait until New York session tomorrow. All right, I'll see you guys in the Discord, man. If you want to become the next funded trader and start getting payouts, you can check out the course link in the description, in the chat. I'll drop it one last time before I head out. If you want to check the reviews, we got people students dropping reviews all over the place on the website. But yeah, see you guys. Peace.
Sleep up like stars in space. Numbers roll across the screen. Dreaming big, the winning green. Laptop glowing in the night. Candles burn and dollars fly. Pushing through that fear and dread. The market's where you're being led. Traders, keep your heads held high. Navigate in stormy sky. Essential Traders University, the place where you will set you free. In the trenches buy and sell. Riding waves, you'll do so well. Knowledge is your strongest tool. From the school where trading's cool. Trading highs and trading lows. Feel the rhythm ebb and flow. Stand firm through the thick and thin. Victory is what you'll spin. Numbers shift, but don't you flinch. Just one more inch. Every dip can turn to gold with the wisdom that you hold. Trading highs and trading lows. Feel the rhythm ebb and flow. Stand firm. trenches, buy and sell. Riding waves, you'll do so well. Knowledge is your strongest tool, from the school of trading school. Trading highs and trading lows, feel the rhythm ebb and flow. Stand firm through the thick and thin, victory is what you'll spin. Numbers shift, but don't you flinch, just one more inch. Every dip can turn to gold, with the wisdom that you hold. Morning bell, it starts the race. Charts lit up like stars in space. The place where you will set you free. In the trenches, buy and sell. Riding waves, you'll do so well. Knowledge is your strongest tool, from the school of trading school. Trading highs and trading lows, feel the rhythm ebb and flow. Stand firm through the thick and thin, victory is what you'll spin. Never shift, but don't you flinch, just one more inch. Every dip can turn to gold, with the wisdom that you hold. Trading highs and trading lows, feel the rhythm ebb and flow. Stand firm. Traders, keep your heads held high, navigating stormy sky. Essential Traders University, the place where you will set you free. In the trenches, buy and sell high, navigating stormy sky. Essential Traders University, the place where you will set you free. In the trenches, buy and sell. Riding waves, you'll do so well. Knowledge is your strongest tool, from the school of trading school. Trading highs and trading lows, feel the rhythm ebb and flow. Stand firm through the thick Numbers shift, but don't you flinch. Just one more inch. Every dip can turn to gold with the wisdom that you hold. Only love, it starts the started charts in one hand held tight, following trends through the endless night. Dreams of fortune lit up so bright. In the world of numbers we take flight. Graphs and trades in a mystic glow, patterns dance in the ebb and flow. In this realm where few dare to go, we find the secrets only insiders know. Crave your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Knowledge shared in whispers and chords. Market dreams we craft in secret boards. Education blessed in story words. Under moonlight wisdom we traverse towards. Ethers call in a digital space. Risk and reward in a daring chase. Strategic moves we embrace and face. In this sacred sphere we find our place. Trade your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Never asking why. Each tick and flick, we let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Started charts in one hand held tight, following trends through the endless night. Dreams of fortune lit up so bright. In the world of numbers we take flight. Graphs and trades in a mystic glow, patterns dance in the ebb and flow. In this realm where few dare to go, we find the secrets only insiders know. Trade your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Knowledge shared in whispers and chords. Market dreams we craft in secret boards. Education blessed in story words. Under moonlight wisdom we traverse towards. Ether's call in a digital space. Risk and reward in a daring chase. Strategic moves we embrace and face. In this sacred sphere we find our place. Trade your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Never asking why. Each tick and flick, we let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Started charts in one hand held tight, following trends through the endless night. Dreams of fortune lit up so bright. In the world of numbers we take flight. Graphs and trades in a mystic glow, patterns dance in the ebb and flow. In this realm where few dare to go, we find the secrets only insiders know. Trade your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Knowledge shared in whispers and chords. Market dreams we craft in secret boards. Education blessed in story words. Under moonlight wisdom we traverse towards. Ether's call in a digital space. Risk and reward in a daring chase. Strategic moves we embrace and face. In this sacred sphere we find our place. Trade your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. Started charts in one hand held tight, following trends through the endless night. Dreams of fortune lit up so bright. In the world of numbers we take flight. Graphs and trades in a mystic glow. Patterns dance in the ebb and flow. In this realm where few dare to go, we find the secrets only insiders know. Crave your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Knowledge shared in whispers and chords. Market dreams we craft in secret boards. Education blessed in story words. Under moonlight wisdom we traverse towards. Ethers call in a digital space. Risk and reward in a daring chase. Strategic moves we embrace and face. In this sacred sphere we find our place. Trade your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Never asking why. Each tick and flick, we let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Started charts in one hand held tight, following trends through the endless night. Dreams of fortune lit up so bright. In the world of numbers we take flight. Graphs and trades in a mystic glow. Patterns dance in the ebb and flow. In this realm where few dare to go, we find the secrets only insiders know. Crave your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Knowledge shared in whispers and chords. Market dreams we craft in secret boards. Education blessed in story words. Under moonlight wisdom we Started charts in one hand held tight, following trends through the endless night. Dreams of fortune lit up so bright. In the world of numbers we take flight. Graphs and trades in a mystic glow. Patterns dance in the ebb and flow. In this realm where few dare to go, we find the secrets only insiders know. Crave your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Knowledge shared in whispers and chords. Market dreams we craft in secret boards. Education blessed in story words. Under moonlight wisdom we traverse towards. Ethers call in a digital space. Risk and reward in a daring chase. Strategic moves we embrace and face. In this sacred sphere we find our place. Crave your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Never asking why. Each tick and flick, we let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Started charts in one hand held tight, following trends through the endless night. Dreams of fortune lit up so bright. In the world of numbers we take flight. Graphs and trades in a mystic glow. Patterns dance in the ebb and flow. In this realm where few dare to go, we find the secrets only insiders know. Crave your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Knowledge shared in whispers and chords. Market dreams we craft in secret boards. Education blessed in story words. Under moonlight wisdom we traverse towards. Ethers call in a Started charts in one hand held tight, following trends through the endless night. Dreams of fortune lit up so bright. In the world of numbers we take flight. Graphs and trades in a mystic glow. Patterns dance in the ebb and flow. In this realm where few dare to go, we find the secrets only insiders know. Crave your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Knowledge shared in whispers and chords. Market dreams we craft in secret boards. Education blessed in story words. Under moonlight wisdom we traverse towards. Ether's call in a digital space. Risk and reward in a daring chase. Strategic moves we embrace and face. In this sacred sphere we find our place. Trade your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Never asking why. Each tick and flick, we let it fly, chasing stolid profits, never asking why. Started charts in one hand held tight, following trends through the endless night. Dreams of fortune lit up so bright. In the world of numbers we take flight. Graphs and trades in a mystic glow. Patterns dance in the ebb and flow. In this realm where few dare to go, we find the secrets only insiders know. Crave your dreams in the market sky. Essential Traders University. We reach for high with each tick and flick. We let it fly, chasing stars.